10 years of lessons wrapped in 10 minutes. A morning ritual that reprograms the mind. Stoicism. Intro. One morning I woke and realized what I feared was not being late for work, but being late for my own life. I looked around that silent room and felt as if someone had hit the world's fast forward button while I was left behind. Worse, I did not know where to begin again. Have you ever felt that? That time is passing faster than you, while your dream grows dim. In that morning, in that seemingly meaningless moment, I learned a lesson that changed my whole life. A lesson I wish I had known 10 years earlier. And today, I'll tell you, not by theory, but by the lived experience that pulled me from the depths of procrastination back into the light of action. Part 1. Hook. Have you ever woken up with the feeling that you're late? Not late for work, but late for your whole life? I understand that. I used to wake in mornings like that, feeling as if the world was running while I was only trying to breathe. I know the pain of looking back at lost opportunities, promises to yourself left unkept, days that slipped away in procrastination, and then night comes and you blame yourself once again. This is not empty advice. I lived through those years with all the chaos, confusion, and the silence that no one but me could hear. And because of that, I can tell you in a voice that is gentle but certain, you are not broken. You are just tired. You have not been guided correctly. You only need a way to step back into your life, a method to start again each morning. The truth is, time does not wait for you. Opportunity does not stand there waiting until you are ready. The world does not slow down just because you are lost. But I want you to see another truth, one that took me many years to touch. Each morning is an invitation, a door opening gently, a reset for the whole system inside you. You cannot control the current of life, but you can control how you step into the morning. And when you change your morning, you change the rhythm of your whole life. It took me 10 years to understand this. 10 years of trying, failing, falling, getting up, failing again, before I realized the lessons I'm about to tell you. But you don't need 10 years. You only need 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, you will hear not only what I learned, but also what I wish I had known sooner. The truths that pivoted my life from chaos to wakefulness, from heaviness to agency. If you're ready, take a deep breath. Put the past aside for a moment. Set the pressure of the future down for now. And step in with me, slowly, because we are about to walk through 7 truths that changed the morning and changed me. Part 2, Stoic Understanding. As we step together through the morning's door, I want to tell you the first thing life taught me, not through books or advice, but through real loss. I remember once, simply because I hesitated for a few weeks, an opportunity slipped from my hands, quietly and definitively like a closing door. Someone I thought would walk alongside me left the moment I assumed I had plenty of time. Life waits for no one. It gives no notice, no warnings, no promises to reschedule. It only moves, and you either catch up or watch it go. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't live as if you will live 10,000 years, because death hovers over us." And when you understand that, you begin to see morning not just as time, but as an invitation, a reminder that the world has already started, and you must decide whether to step in or be left behind. There were emails that shifted the course of a day, calls that changed the direction of my life, all while I hesitated. And I realized those who act first win first. Those who rise earlier see the path more clearly. Those who begin sooner gain advantages that latecomers never have. Knowing that, I told myself a phrase you might keep for yourself. I will rise with life, not wait for it. Pause therapy point. But to rise with life, I had to learn something even harder, to care for myself first. You cannot run fast in a depleted body. You cannot create when your mind is a burning room. I once believed that effort equaled self-sacrifice. Do more and success will come. Then I experienced burnout for the first time, and it swept everything away like a storm. Bad decisions came from sleepless nights. Negative reactions came from days lived under constant pressure. Good relationships frayed when I no longer had the energy to love. Epictetus said your mind and body are a fortress, and if that fortress collapses, your whole life is threatened. I realized self-care is not selfish, it is responsibility. Drinking water upon waking, sleeping on time, exercising even 5 minutes, taking 10 minutes to breathe slowly. Those small things create the mental and physical foundation that supports your whole life. Since understanding this, I repeat a reminder. My strength is my responsibility. Pause therapy point. And once I learned to care for myself, I had to face something much heavier: regret. It haunted me like a shadow. There were youthful mistakes I carried for years, as if I must punish myself. I kept replaying the past, asking what I could have done differently, until each morning I was held down by things long dead. Stoicism teaches that the past only matters when it becomes a lesson. If you drive looking stubbornly into the rearview mirror, you will certainly crash into what's ahead. Regret is the same. It ties you to where you no longer belong. I learned to tell the past, "Thank you for the lesson, but I do not live there anymore." I turned regret into fuel for progress. And from then on, whenever the past tried to pull me back, I reminded myself, I am not my past. I look forward. Pause therapy point. Looking forward led me to a painful but liberating lesson. If you do not build your own dreams, you will spend your life building someone else's. I remember clearly each morning waking to go do work I knew wasn't mine. I did it well, but my soul was silent. I completed tasks, but my dream withered day by day. Stoicism says each person is born with a nature, a capacity, and a purpose. And if you live against it, life becomes heavy, as if you walk in someone else's shoes. Morning, with its quiet and least pressure, is stolen time. Time you can reclaim from life to build your own. Just 20 or 30 minutes a day, write a page, learn a skill, make a small plan. Over time, it shifts destiny. So I whisper to myself each morning, I choose my dream, one morning at a time. Pause therapy point. To protect that dream, I had to learn to work in silence. Once I shared my idea too early, and doubts from those closest to me made me retreat. They did not intend harm, they simply didn't see what I saw. But seeds of doubt, however small, can keep a young dream from ever sprouting. Seeds need darkness to root. Vision is the same. It needs silence. Epictetus warned that those who live for recognition will lose their freedom. And I understood protecting my plan in silence is not secrecy, but wisdom. When you work in silence, you are undisturbed. You are undistracted. You are not influenced by fears that are not yours. You simply build. And when results appear, no one can deny them. I always remind myself, my silence protects my vision. Pause therapy point. Yet no matter how well you protect it, you will hear countless voices from outside. Advice distracted me for years because I didn't know how to distinguish opinion from wisdom. Everyone thinks they know best for you, but mostly they project their own fears, failures, and limits onto you. I once let others' words lead me far from my true path. Then I learned what Stoics always say: only listen to people living a life you respect. If someone lives by values you do not want, do not let their voice enter your mind. Filter, create distance, choose, and let the strongest voice in your life be the one inside. Since understanding that, I keep a gentle reminder whenever I'm influenced by someone. I choose voices that lift me. Pause therapy point. And finally, the most important lesson life taught me, what Stoicism emphasizes. Life rewards perseverance, not excuses. No great change comes from a single grand act, but from very small actions repeated daily. I used to think I had to overhaul my whole life in a week. then felt disappointed when I didn't. But I learned that just 10 minutes of running each morning, just one page written daily, just a small habit maintained consistently, life begins to change in the quietest, most lasting way. Like compound interest, small daily efforts accumulate into large results. And then one day you look back and see you have become the person you once thought impossible. When I grasped this, I told myself a phrase that forever changed my discipline. Consistency is my strength. Pause therapy point. Part 3. Practical healing tools. Having gone through those 7 lessons, I want to take you to another place, where philosophy becomes action, where what you understand in the mind can become change in reality. Because however much truth you absorb, your life won't change until you change how you step into your morning. I realized that late, after years of letting life pull me rather than guiding it. But one morning, in the silent moment before the sun touched the window, I saw clearly what I had not understood. Morning is the only time in the day when the world demands nothing from you. And if you can master that moment, you can slowly master your whole life. The morning ritual I'm about to share is not a complicated routine, not heavy exercise, and not things that pressure you. It's a sequence of small actions that carry the power to reprogram the mind. It starts with the simplest thing. When you open your eyes, don't rush to your phone. Let your body sit up in awareness, because the first moment of the day is like pristine soil. What you sow first will shape the rest. If you sow haste, your mind will run all day. If you sow anxiety, your body will tense in silence. But if you sow presence, you begin the day on a stable foundation nothing can shake. After sitting up, take a deep breath. One long breath, then another, and the final breath very slowly. 3 breaths may sound small, but they are a bridge that leads you from the unconscious state of sleep into the wakefulness of a new day. In those 3 breaths, you don't need to become someone else. You only need to return to yourself. Breath is the first thing you have at birth and the last thing that will leave you in life. If you can grasp control of it in the morning, you can grasp control of the rest of the day. When the breath brings you back, set an intention. No need for length, no need for flourish, just real. A sentence so the mind knows who you want to be today. I often whisper, "Today, I step forward." That sentence is light as breath, but strong enough to pull my mind out of chaotic thought and place it on a specific path. When intention is clear, you need a small action to create momentum. Maybe write a page, maybe drink a glass of water, maybe 10 push-ups, maybe 1 minute of stretching. The action is less important than doing it, because that tiny action, so simple it can't be refused, can trigger inner motivation. The human mind needs a first victory to believe it can win again. And finally, before you step into the world, give yourself 1 minute of stillness. Just 1 minute. But in that minute, allow everything to settle, like water calming after being stirred. Sit there, breathe, and feel the silence. Stillness is not emptiness. It is where gentle answers arise. I witnessed someone change completely after 2 weeks of applying this ritual. She said before, every morning was a race, a storm in the head. But after practicing this ritual, she began to feel steadiness, as if an inner space existed that no one could touch. Not because her life became easier, but because she became someone who could face life differently. And when you're ready, keep these reminders in your heart to reinforce the power morning gives you. I begin my day with presence. I choose to move forward, even if only one small step. I master the breath, and breath brings me back to myself. I embrace stillness as a source of healing. I act instead of wait. I turn towards strength instead of fear. I persist instead of make excuses. I choose myself before the world chooses me. I open my heart to the new day with steady calm. And I know morning is where I rewrite my fate. If you practice this long enough, you'll see life need not change immediately. Only how you step into the morning Everything else will arrange itself after. Part 4. Stillness Descent. If you can, close your eyes for a moment, just to feel your body slowing, your breath settling, and your mind opening into a light space like morning touching water. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath deepen. Let your heart no longer hurry. This moment belongs to you. A rare moment when you don't have to try to be anyone, don't have to maintain any image, don't have to chase anything. You only need to be present. I want you to let your mind glide gently over the 7 lessons we walked together, as if reviewing your own footprints on a newly lit path. Life waits for no one, and you saw that in every missed opportunity, every time you were a beat slow, every morning you opened your eyes knowing the world had already started. But now you also know you can enter that flow, unafraid, not left behind, when you choose to begin in the very first moment of the day. Then you learn to care for yourself, because no one can continue the journey in a depleted body or a neglected soul. When you become your own refuge, the world becomes less frightening. You realize regret is not a prison, but a teacher. The past only has power if you let it make a nest inside you. But when you see it as lesson, it leaves. You know you can build your own dream, one morning at a time, one small step at a time, and each action, no matter how small, draws you closer to the life you want. You understand silence is not weakness, but the place where dreams are sheltered to grow. You learn to listen to the right voices, to choose light over shadow, to walk the direction you genuinely desire, not the direction others impose. And finally, you see clearly that life truly changes when you persist, when you repeat those small acts each day until they become who you are. Each lesson now lies within you, like 7 small seeds, and tomorrow morning will be the first soil they are sown into. Outro. If you are still listening now, it means a part of you has awakened. A part that knows life does not change until you change how you step into each morning. Everything we just covered, time waits for no one, self-care, letting go of regret, protecting your dream, choosing the right voices, and daily consistency are not mere reminders but the foundation of the person you are becoming. And the beautiful thing is, this is only the beginning. Each morning you wake, you will move closer to a stronger, clearer, more self-mastered version of yourself. I will return with more lessons, more perspectives, to continue this journey with you. Prepare yourself. The next video will take you even deeper.